Hello, everybody. I decided to come on here just because I have a lot of people asking me, or I message out at least once a week when it starts getting fall and throughout the winter, a recipe that I use in order to help me stay above the wellness line all winter long and really all year long. And so I thought I would come on here and just talk a little bit about it in detail and talk about how I used to use it and the wrong way to do it, the way I used to use it, and how I use it now. So just a little background on me. I was diagnosed with asthma when I was younger. I'm allergic to everything on the outside. I'm allergic to lots of foods. So I was one of my blood siblings. I was one of the sickliest ones, and I never really could breathe ever. And that's one of the motivating things that had me start this journey. And now that I'm educated and know that a lot of it had to do with the candles that I had all over the place and going toxic free, I've been helped a lot. However, this recipe that I use every single day now is something that I knew about way before Young Living, way before I started my toxic-free journey. And the way I used to use it is whenever I would get sick, I would do it 3 times a day. And then I would also, back in the day when I lived with my sister, I would try to use some oregano essential oil afterwards. And usually I was used to getting sick probably once a month in the wintertime. And a lot of times I would have 3 months straight of just congestion in my chest. I'd go to the doctor. They're like, you just keep getting colds. There's nothing you can do about it. I lived in my cabinets with always having Ester C, Airborne, Zicam, and then NyQuil, Dayquil, Alka-Seltzer, Alka-Seltzer, cold and flu, Theraflu. I would always have those because I knew that at some point in time I was going to need them in the wintertime. And so that's the way I was all of the time. And then when I would feel something coming on, I would try this recipe and do that 3 times a day to try to be able to still function and not have to be in the bed for 3 to 4 days. So the recipe that I do now is just a little bit different because it's got a couple essential oils in it. But back in the day, I would do apple cider vinegar. So this is an old bottle, and I think I refilled it a couple times, so my label's gone. But Bragg's Organic Apple Cider Vinegar. So I use 2 tablespoons of that. Then raw organic honey, local if possible. So if you go to a cider mill or there's an area where you can buy local raw organic honey, that's the best. And 2 tablespoons of that. Then I do half of a squeezed lemon. And back in the day, sometimes I would put a little bit of garlic in there. And sometimes I would just warm it up and I would just take it. And it would be kind of disgusting if I did it that way. Nowadays, I actually will add 12 ounces of hot water to it. If you're a person that doesn't use a microwave. If you do use a microwave, you can microwave it and then add the water afterwards. And then after I add the water, then I also put in 1 tablespoon of organic cinnamon. So again, back in the day, what I used to do is I would do this 3 times a day as soon as I felt something coming on. And I would feel that it would help my throat and it would start to kick whatever it was out of me. What I do now is I actually do it every single morning. So I do this every single morning. I have done this every single morning for probably close to 3 years. And then I also add my essential oils to it because there's so many benefits of the essential oils. So I add a drop of lemon essential oil after I add the organic cinnamon, and then I add a drop of Thieves Vitality, which I thought I had a Thieves Vitality over here, but I don't see it right now. I don't know where I put it, but 1 drop of Thieves Vitality. And the Thieves is a blend that in and of itself is just a huge immune booster. So making sure that you take Thieves, and there's different ways you can take Thieves, it's just amplifying everything you do for your immune system. And now that I do this every day, I can tell you that my immune system has never been stronger. So I encourage people to do this recipe every day. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't measure anything out. Like when people ask, what's the exact recipe? Like I just kind of pour some apple cider vinegar in there and get a heaping spoonful of the honey and half of the squeezed lemon. Some people don't like to add the squeezed lemon. The lemon is going to have the vitamin C for you. Some people, it's too acidic and it messes the enamel of their teeth. And if you want to leave out the squeezed lemon, you can definitely do that. But again, I do this every single day. For the past 2 winters, every single person at work has been sick. Every single person in the group that I do my volunteer Bible teaching with, they also have gotten sick. And every time someone gets sick, I'm like, here's this recipe, do it 3 times a day. And they feel better within 24 to 48 hours, every single time. If they're not a person that has oils, I let them borrow my diffuser. I tell them to diffuse some other respiratory support things. And I make sure that they have that Thieves essential oil, which is so, so crucial to your immune system. Must have it, must take it somehow, some way, every single day. And a lot of times if, they live around the corner from me, I'll just go buy them some lemons and drop off what I have so that they can feel better. But again, from where I used to be and moving to, natural remedies, making sure I take my vitamins, and just knowing that's the way that natural remedies work. It's very hard for us to get into that mindset because we've been so trained to, when I feel bad, take this medicine. But when it comes to vitamins and to essential oils and to apple cider vinegar and to all these other things in nature that's going to make your body run optimally, you have to get yourself in the mindset of taking it every day. And when you take it every day, then you will be healthy. And again, I just can't explain the difference it has made in my winters, in my life, making sure that I do this particular recipe every single day. So again, if you guys want to stay healthy throughout the entire winter and all year long, I implore you to try this recipe every day. The honey with the apple cider vinegar cancels each other out. With that water in there too, diluting it, like a lot of people will try to just take apple cider vinegar every day by itself and they're like, it burns going down. When you do this recipe and you add the water and it's diluted, it actually tastes fairly good, especially when you throw that Thieves essential oil in there. So again, just want to share this with you. Google. So get on Google and Google the benefits of Thieves essential oil. Google the benefits of apple cider vinegar. Google the benefits of warm lemon water every single morning. Google the benefits of raw organic honey. If you do that, I promise you, you will be so motivated to take this every day and you will feel amazing and better. All right, thank you guys. Thanks for joining me.